Testing, testing. Okay. I am live. Okay. Yeah. So today I'll go over what I did last couple of days, and then I look at one or two features that I may add to the update to the others, and then I'll test the game and push out the update. Yeah, that's the plan. So let's wait a few more minutes. One thing I did is I adjusted the volume of the game. I used the loudness meter, actually just FFmpeg, and made sure that the loudness of the game is in the range that is typical for Steam games. That is around -20 Lutz, which is loudness units, which is, yeah, it's weird, but so it's not dB, it's more it's a scale more fitted for the human hearing, and yeah, I should lie in that range now, so that's good. Yeah, other than that, let's see, what did I do? So I haven't streamed for 2 days. Is that true? Yeah. So the first day of stream I redid the demo. I integrated the Steam library so that I can pause the game when the overlay opens, which is, I think, important for Steam Deck, but I'm just guessing. But it's also important for things like achievements and crash dumps. So I did that, which was a bit more complicated than I thought, but also easier in some parts. But yeah, that's done now. Then I have to read all this. Yeah, I created a beta branch to test features like this Steam library integration. Then I added a roadmap to the website, which is just open tasks, so that people get an idea of where this is headed. But I've already added to that list, so it's not super up to date. And I didn't update the website, the new stuff. Then I cleaned up parts of the world, the terrain. Then I created new store assets which is part of the housekeeping that I've been doing last 2 days, which is bringing the well, basically paying all the debt that I accrued by doing things by not having time to do things properly before. So I'm catching up with that. I updated the assets, so the game now has a better logo. It has, well, all the Steam assets I've updated. And yeah, that was 2 days ago. Then yesterday I rewrote the description on the Steam page, which took a long time, and then I recreated the trailer because the clips in it were, well, they were pretty bad. So they are much better now. And that took all day yesterday, the description and the trailer. But as I said, these are things that won't change for months to come. So I wanted to get them out of the way so that I can concentrate on features. And yeah, there was also a bug that got reported on the Steam forums, which I never thought about, which is pretty funny. So if you go into, wasn't there a room here somewhere? If you go into a room with boulders and you drag a boulder outside, so if you stand on the door and drag the boulder outside the door, it will it blocked you from entering, because the game checks if there's something behind the door and doesn't let you in, because it would have to push what's inside away. And if that's an entity that if that's an enemy, that could get complicated. But I allowed boulders to be pushed now, so that doesn't happen again. And enemies don't step on entrances when the player is on another layer, so that shouldn't happen either, that a enemy blocks the door. Okay, this is locked, of course. And that brings us to today. So a lot of housekeeping, but today I fixed 2 bugs in the terrain. That was they weren't critical, but they were still hindering the path generation. It slightly, not really. So it was just trees standing in the way, which the path generator takes as a blocked passage, so they just never went through there. Then I did the audio volumes, and I made the inventory a bit better, the inventory menu. So if I open the menu, previously if I now pressed menu on the controller, it opened the menu on top of the inventory. Because it only has a slight alpha darkening in the background, it was pretty hard to read. But now the inventory is closed, And it's missing a sound effect, as I see right now. So let's fix that. And then, well, I'll write it down. I'll fix it in a second. Where is my stuff? I have like 3 different lists now. Fix. That's start button from inventory. There's no sound. Should be enough. Yes, that was the inventory fix. Then previously I didn't save the seed in the save file, which is not that problematic because all the randomness in the game, apart from the path, is not dependent on the seed. But I wanted to link the weather. You might have realized if you reloaded or continued to save, the weather was different, most likely. And yeah, I put the seed in the save file, and I also locked the day-night cycle to your progression in the path. Well, is that true? Well, kind of. I locked it. It's still locked to the turn counter of the hero. So it progresses like before, but if you reload a save, it continues where it was. So that's what I did. And then I locked the weather to the path. So the weather now changes according to where you are. And it's not random. So you will have a period of rain on the path, and then followed by either snow or sunlight or moonlight. And that is also fixed. So before the weather was all over the place, but now it's really locked to your playthrough, to your run. And should also load back in with the save file. So yeah, that's another small change. And then another thing I did was I added new sounds for the floor tiles. So different floor tiles now make different sounds, which is a slight difference, but I think it does a lot to make the world feel real. And that brings us to now, which is I tested. So there was a Redditor that was adamant that I changed the contrast between obstacles and non-obstacles. And I kind of thought, well, when he plays the game, then it'll be clear that it's visible through the perspective. But then just an hour ago I tested it, and this is it. So the ground is a slight darker, and I think it's better. I think it's doing a lot for the readability of the game. So That is kind of a problem, of course, because my mistake was updating all the first of all the trailer. I did the trailer without the darker ground, and also all the screenshots on Steam don't feature this. So I'll have to do them all again, but I'm not going to spend 2 whole days again. I'll fan it out over a couple of days so I can put in more features. But if you look at this, it is better, and this is only a very slight darkening. I could go further, but I think the difference is visible. So the difference is between the lightness of this bush and of this grass. That's the difference. So it's not much, but it really lifts all the objects off the ground. So that's awesome. Yeah. And I also have to update the numbers, which I'll do in just a second. Well, nice. I like that the door is gray. And yeah, I think tomorrow I will... Oh, wrong button. Tomorrow I will test a stamina system that will... So basically the dagger is the only weapon that uses the modifier key, that is square. And my idea was putting all the weapon abilities, like the spear, the piercing ability of the spear, and the swing ability of the axe, on the button, and make them more impactful, but make them also cost stamina. So that's the idea. So you would have stamina points. What is happening here? Why am I... Oh, there's no path. This is just a huge area. I don't get it. Okay, I wasn't here. Oh. Okay. What was I talking about? Yeah, the stamina system. Not sure if it's a good system. I'll just try it out and see how it feels. And then Next is probably blocking. And then I'll add load up abilities to the enemies. So that, for example, a troll will stomp his feet or something, or will swing a large hammer, and you will get 1 or 2 turns to step away before it does extra damage. Oops. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, I'm just kind of testing because I changed the where the random seed lives. But this is actually, yeah, this is independent of that. So let's keep it there. The number in the top right is out of date. Let me update it. And that is wish. So it's 1,265 wish lists and 124 sales. That's the current state of affairs. So that's pretty good. Sales are starting to decrease a bit, but that's natural. And yeah, I'm curious as to where they land. I also didn't do a short yesterday because YouTube decided to I think they tagged me as spam because my last short got like no exposure at all. It's all subscribers that watched the video, I believe, because it was just like every other video I do, nothing different. So yeah, but I'll try it. I'll try again today. So this is the list. Let's fix the start sound. That is in inventory here. That's okay, I think. Let's see, inventory, menu. Okay. Let's keep this running, actually. For background music. Okay. Make status. Okay, what did I do? Oh yeah, that's the darker ground. Well, let's check that in. Make ground. Faces darker. And that is the fix. make new open to a sound if in inventory. Okay. These are so descriptive because I'll look at the logs when I write the update log. Otherwise I would be completely lost. Okay. Let's look at, oh yeah, and the demo. I want to release it maybe on Wednesday or on Friday, but it's still not through the review. So the demo app, the build went through the review, but the page didn't, which is weird because I said I don't want a page. But I think it has to go through the review anyways. So that's how it is. Alright, so I would say that I could try one other feature. Hey Diego, how's it going? Hope you're well. One other feature maybe today, but a small one. Maybe spider hatchlings. So I weighted all of these again. And I did all the ones with, what is C? Cost. Actually it's E, effort. So I did all of the low effort ones with high impact today. And there might be one or two that are easy to do. But yeah, sadly, most of the high impact stuff is also high effort. Or good chilling while reviewing a small project. You did a small project? Or is it someone else's? So I could add holes on the bushes, but that's... The problem with that is... Well, actually I could place them statically. By hand. I thought of placing them randomly, but the problem then would be you could drop into a place where you couldn't get out. Between big rocks, for example. Mine? Okay, what is it? What is it? Or is it secret? Your project. So I could place the holes by hand, but then this would be higher in effort. Because we would have to extend the dungeons. And there would have to be maybe 20 of these in the world. Okay, this is 2-2 now. Make path stone prefabs, tell the number of paths crossed. So this is a problem. There's no way to tell how far you are into the path. And I want to solve it with some kind of in-game objects or something. Preferably not with text. That's what I'm trying to say. But I mean, I would have to think of something before I add this. Parry and block needs too much testing for today. Add monster meat that drops sometimes but has a chance for disease. That's also pretty cool, but it also needs too much testing because disease would be something new, and I would need something that cures disease. So then placing locked chests in the world. Could be kind of cool if they are randomly, if they're strewn randomly over the world. Then you could, if you find a key, you could not open the house or hut and take it with you, gambling that you'll find a locked chest. And these could have guaranteed loot in them, and guaranteed good loot. So that would be something fun. Let's place that up there. And the spider hatchlings, is pretty easy to make. I think I'll do them so that that if you cut down a cocoon, it would be a hatchling that comes out and not a real big spider. Just for flavor. Then add the new track to the main menu. So I have a new piece of music that's only in the trailer. That's on Steam. Not sure if I want to add it to the main menu, but probably. Then I'd also have to do this in... Wait, do I have to? I can do this in Duo. Maybe these two. And then after that, testing. So yeah, the problem is I wrote on Reddit about the beta branch and the Steam API integration. I'm not sure if this will not blow up the game for some people, because I've just no way of knowing. I tested it on this machine, which is Debian. I tested it on Ubuntu, and I tested it on Windows. Working fine on all three, just like before, but I don't really trust it. But yeah, that will be what happens today when I push this out. We'll see what happens. Just for completeness, These are the rest of the relatively low effort features, which is creating secret rooms in buildings and then adding a rat. So secret rooms are only in the dungeons right now. I want to add them to the huts, and then add rat and bird particles. That's still open. Make enemies leave behind corpses that are hard to step over. Not sure if that's a good idea. Probably not, but it might be the start of a good idea. And then maybe give charms a negative effect in addition to the positive one. And make axe swings have a cooldown. Okay, that's just the stamina system. And then numpad support and the elapsed time for the final screen. Yeah, these are all not that important. And those would all be what I have time for today, but yeah, so I won't look at the others. So let's do these two. Let's start with the track. And I hope that the previous main theme, which is still in the game files, has around the same length or is longer. So I'll have to see. But first hurdle will be opening Ardur, because it's audio stuff, and that's apparently too hard for Linux. Okay. I need minutes, seconds. I need to snap. I need this to close. Trying to build a simple dashboard using textual, integrating some tools I use for work. Okay. What is a textual? Never heard. Textual. Oops. Don't import Pro Tools session. Import the audio. Why is it 48? Okay, then not that. But rec this one. Okay. And then what I need is this. Playback. Oh, cool. It plays to my controller. A Python library for TUI. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds fun. I mean, actually, that's not sarcastic. Okay, let's begin with this. Do we hear something? Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, the problem with this was, it's actually good that I'm in a DAW, because this has pretty high overtones. How do I add a spectrum? What is this? So this is okay. This is already over 3 minutes. It's over 3.5 minutes long, which is not good. Let's actually import the game audio. Yeah, but I used Ardour. When was it? Oh god. 18 years ago, when it was really new, and it was horribly bad, but it works quite well now. So that's awesome. Okay. Let's look at the audio files. That's not it. Which one is that? Can you hear this okay? Or should I pull it higher? Okay, this is the main theme. And it's wait, is this the... Okay, so it comes in from the room sounds. Instantly. Okay, stop snapping. What did I do? So this is room sound, and then it starts immediately. So that's pretty bad. Let's see how long it is. Could you give me the time? What is it doing? Okay, so this is 3 minutes. It's not very good. So let's leave this and kick out this one. The one at the end, because that one has I mean, it's actually not bad. I thought these little accents were much too loud, but it's actually, if the audio is kind of low, that's not bad at all. So I can just plop in the new theme here at the end. Snap to regions, maybe? No. What does smart mean? Something else. Okay, yeah, let's not cut these up. Let those intersect? No, intersect. Yeah. Okay. And then, well, exporting this will be fun. Can I merge these? Combine. Nice. Okay, now I just have to remember the sample position. Somewhere here. Could you... Yeah, thank you. Why is it moving my cursor? Okay, it's here. Let's, well, let me, oh god. Here. Let me go into the sound, and then, yeah, I need a new music file. Sound. Okay, it's named main. By the way, the schedule was useful. Nice. Yeah, it's no hassle for me at all, and I thought might be useful for those who want to watch. Let's see where this is used. Music, main. Okay, that's really just there. And this does... If you're coming in from the main menu, insert deck. Okay, this is this is good. Then I can say, okay, play the main. music, and this says if the queue is running and it's the main music, then swap it out. But yeah, let's just leave that in. I need to add the samples. Which is pain in Ardour. But let's just add the first one and then go to the back. So what is this? 75 million. Well, I can't just type the number, can I? 98. Looks about right. And then where's the end? Oh, I can also fade this out. That's good. And this goes to... I'll have to be kind of careful because this is the end of the file. So I don't want to read from memory. That would be kind of catastrophic. But yeah, this is a nice zero. This is a zero crossing. Almost. I mean, it's almost faded out, so that's fine. And this is 8. Already forgot. 4, 5, 3, 5. Oh god. 4, 5. 8, 4, 5, 3, 5. Why do I have to scroll all of this? 4, 4, 8. Okay, that's one too many. Well, the other one, no, that's, yeah, that's it. Okay. Good. So new main music in the game, almost. Let's export this. I wonder if this includes the fade out. When I export this. Okay, this should be fine. Why can't I look at... Okay. Looks good. Okay, first time I've seen that. But thank God it's not real time. That's what Pro Tools has been doing. Not sure if they have. Pretty sure they have. Asynchronous bouncing. Okay, let's see. let's copy the sound file, make a backup, and then are you serious? Where did you put the file? Session.wave. So this. Oh, Jesus. So this is what I created. Must be session, no? It should be larger, yeah. So let's try that. But also sound.o. Okay. Let's remove the Forbis file. Let's make this. Okay, it's not recreating it. And that's weird. Oh, it's just in release. Okay. Okay. So audio is getting compressed. So even though I deliver the audio compressed in Ogg Vorbis, it will get decompressed on your computer. So these the 300 megabytes you saw, they will live in your RAM. So I have to be mindful of that, but should be okay. Okay, I hear something. I record all these songs in minus 12 dB, at minus 12 dB, so it should be all in equal in volume. But this seems a bit low. Not sure why. I'm also not sure if I like it. Hey Andre, how's it going? Didn't buy the game yet, will buy soon. Buy soon. Thanks Andre. No worries. All the sales? I sold in the top right there's the list. So you got 5 reviews already? Yeah, they got 5 reviews or 6 reviews. They're all good. But yeah, I sold 124 copies and it has that many wish lists. Yeah, 124 sales. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the song here. Not sure. Oh, it's 127 sales. Nice. I'll go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Hey, Woof. Tja. As soon as I go to the bathroom. Woof appears. Yeah, I don't think I like the song. You released a project last night? Awesome, what is it? Wait, is it your shader? Your NES shader? Drawing animation app. Okay. browser or waiting for something. I'm listening to the music. I just put the music in. I'm trying to feel out if it's good or not. Yep. The ambient wobbling noise. Browser app. Is it like a sprite or different? Pixel or non-pixel? It's more like Flipnote Studio. Okay. I don't know that one. I think I heard Flipnote before. Okay, let's make a cold start. Let's break this off and start again. It's called Doodle 2. It's on itch. I'll look it up in a second. Music doesn't fit. I'll let it run anyways. So it's not that silent. But this needs to go. Maybe just no music in the. How many GDPs do I have open? Did you make this yourself? Yeah. Yeah, I recorded that. Actually, I don't know. Yesterday or the day before. But yeah, with making music, if you've done it, you'll know it's 80% trash, 20% passable. So it takes a while. Where's the insert into the deck? Here. What was that before? And was above. Okay. Let's test it with the old music. So yeah, I record the music with I have a Lyra 8 ambient synth in a effect chain, an effect rack. And then I record it into this. And then I put it in the game or throw it out. Why is it still playing? Did I not build? Yeah, I think this one is better. I thought maybe the other one was not as grim, but this one isn't that grim. Cool story, aggressive spacebar clicking. Actually, I think the spacebar does nothing. Maybe I should change that. Yeah, I've been going back and forth if I should add the text before the main screen or come in if you don't do anything for like 20 seconds on the main screen. And within a new game, that's also you can then skip it. Would be another step towards a run, because you already have to run in and touch the stone each time, which is annoying. So that would be another hurdle. But yeah, the biggest change I made is I made the ground darker. So if you can see, it's hard to see, but this green and this green are different, but just in value. So the whole floor is darker, and it's much easier to tell things apart now. If you look at this, played one of your Pico 8 games? You're making Pico 8 games? With your famous. Maybe just your first. I could do that. Yeah, almost. This is rain, but yeah, almost. $18 hours. Doodle 2. So you download it and then open the HTML. That's a devlog post. Ah, got it. That's pretty neat. Oops. Wait, is this a HTML canvas, or how did you do this? Is the game engine? Because I imagine... Oh, this is... Yeah, this is pixel perfect, no? Imagine that's not easy. Pretty cool. Super retro. It does feel like the DS. Even though I've never had one. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this. Thanks for showing. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. What was I trying to do? Okay, I added the song and then I didn't use it. Thanks for creating true art. You're welcome. You can keep it if you want. Okay, let's throw this away. Quit. Discard. Make status. This div. And this one goes as well. And struct as well. And then I copy the old sound file over here again and remove the compressed variant. And let's just do this by hand. I'll put it on the fridge. That's very, very sweet of you. What other tasks do I have to do? Add a new track, so that failed. Make spider spider hatchlings spawn from cocoons. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? So I need struct, now I need the globals. And then I need spider. And a hatchling. Let's see if this collides. Nope. So they get a small s, and they get yeah, they're pretty weak, and they are not ranged attackers. And then I need loot. I think it was loot. Loot doesn't exist. And hasn't since February. Okay, no idea what this file does. Still lying around there. Okay. Cocoon. Hatchling. Okay, let's jump to some spiders. Okay, of course there are none. Yeah. Okay, that failed. Great. Great. I imagine this is a bit loud for you. It's definitely for me. Let's try this again. Well, 1 in 5 is actually pretty... I can up this. So let's up... Yeah, let's up this. Say 1 in 3. Because they are weaker. Okay, spiders. That was one. There's another one. Maybe I give them a different color. Ooh, I could make it really icky. By giving them this what's it? Brown. I think it's brown. Let's try that. Give me spiders. Yeah. Oh, this actually. Oh, that gives me the creeps. So I think it's working. And let's make it... Why not make it 1 in 1? Nah. That's boring. But 1 in 2 is fine. Well, actually, let's revert this and say 1 in 3, not 3. No. Oh god. I hate these randomness things. So I want 2 out of 3 to be hatchlings. So I roll between 1 and 3. And then, yeah, I can't keep this here, I think. Something like that. Jesus. Oh my god, that's so creepy. Awesome. Okay, so that hatchling needs a sound. What else does it need? I think that's it. Hit sound, yeah. Okay. Okay, there's something here in the object concerning the spider and in the entities. Let's look what that is. Yeah, that's the blood color. And this is walking over webs. Okay. And then in the object, make some spiders melee. Yeah, I kind of don't like this. Because then there's basically 2 different objects behaving, well, 1 object behaving in 2 different ways. So that's not good. Okay. Okay, let's start a run. Let's start testing. So yeah, before I release the update, I will have to test this on Windows as well, of course. yeah, I don't ever want to YOLO these updates. So I'll test them on all platforms, which makes it pretty hard to add Mac, because so I actually looked into how I could build Mac on this Linux machine, and it's kind of straightforward in theory, of course, in that I can build I can just give Clang the SDK and it'll build, even cross-compile the binary for me, but I have to get the app notarized. Even though it's in the Steam store, still have to get it notarized with Apple. There's a REST API apparently with which you can do that, but it's weird. It's all weird. And of course I'll have to test the build. So I would need to have a Mac. I mean, I have a old MacBook Air that I could revive, and that might actually be able to play the game. I mean, it should be able to play the game. My ThinkPad is much older and it plays it just fine. Yeah, it might actually not be that annoying, because it might actually be less annoying than having to restart the computer to get to Windows. Is that a spider? What? Okay. That's weird. Oh, I know what happened there. Anyways. So yeah, Mac is still in the game. Also still pretty annoying. Also, I have to pay $100 to Apple for the developer account, which I've had a couple of times before actually, so it's not... I know how it works. I know how all the Apple stuff works, but I also know how annoying it is. Oh, and I also only have an Intel Mac. So I would have... Yeah, I mean, my parents have a M chip Mac, so I could test it on their setup. So that might be an option. Something like notarizing the app for Mac. Yeah, that's yeah, you have to do that for Steam. And you have to upload the app. You have to upload the app to the REST API. And then call the API until you get a result. So that's how it works. Man, I keep on thinking that there's a bug in the path, but I'm just too stupid to find it. This keeps me up at night. Well, not really. But yeah, I've been sleeping better, so that's good. Okay, another key. I only have one. Sap adds strength. That's good. Oh, damn it. Okay, have medicine. Let's not touch these. Okay, this is cool. This is, the cocoon is blocking my way, so I have to destroy it. Oh, it's empty. That's lucky. Okay, I like this. This change is actually pretty cool. So some cocoons are empty because they already hatched. Or it was a very new one. Oh, I don't want to think about it actually. Okay, do I go in? Yeah, I need gear. Oh god. That was good. Of course. Awesome. Dude. 2 empty chests. That's messed up. I might actually want to increase the aggro radius. I don't think that's... Yeah. Noticed that 2 times already. Oh, and hammer. That's good. So let's save and increase the radius. Where is it? Game. Ping. And there is wake up distance. Entity visible. What is that? Here it is. Entity visibility. Let's make this 6. Let's make this 16. Entity shot range 4 is, yeah, 4 is okay. Yeah, this should be large because Stalking enemies should come out of nowhere. So maybe I'll even increase this. Oh, 16 is that off screen? Should be off screen. Let's just try it. Let's have the entity map size, I think. And actually, before I test that, let me update the website with what I did, so I don't forget it. Make hatchlings, make cocoons, spawn hatchlings. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh, I didn't make clean. So my save game is gone. Okay, that's also something I need to change. Not sure why I had this. Alright, Diego. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Right now I'm a walking zombie and I need to go I need some good sleep. Alright. Have a good night then. Until next time. I'll post on the website when I'll stream next. But I guess it's tomorrow or the day after that. Don't remove save file when cleaning. Okay. Do I need to make clean? No. Need to make run. New game. Okay, this one counts. Let's see how the radius affects gameplay. Okay, that felt better already. Actually, let's try something else. Well, whoa, okay, this is... I can save here. Let's try... just for giggles. Deep. Okay, it's already locked, of course. Ping. So if the enemy is not in combat, so what this function does, it's called every time the player moves, and it collects all the entities around the player, and if they are not in combat, it checks if they should be in combat. And if the entity was not in combat, then play a sound. Play the hit sound. Should be something else, but pretty low on sounds. And that is entity layer, and the volume is 1. Actually, P to V. if that's the right... Wait. I checked that in already. Okay. Oh, that was in the structs header file. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, something to aggro. Hello? Anybody here? Oh. Not sure if that worked. They were sleeping. What I don't like about the new darker ground is that you can see the traps easier. But I mean, that's a small price, I guess. Yeah, they're not doing the sound. Might be because the P to V, position to volume function is bad. No, great. Math. Let's try again. Oh. This one said something. Oh, almost dead. Uh-oh. Oh. That's, yeah. Wasn't great. Isn't sound also exponential in how it diminishes? Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh. Missed that. No. Oh. Wrong. One wrong input and it was almost over. Oh no. So yeah, these tunnels with spiders in them are not that interesting, but these fields are really, there's something different. Oh, oh. No, no. Okay. Oh, thank God. Uh, Stupid, stupid, stupid. Let's remove the fall off. The oh no, actually, I think. Hmm. Okay. That one worked. Wait, do I have... Is there randomness in there? No. No. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not 100% satisfied with the bear sound. It's the only one I could find. But what I like is the sound of stepping on wood. It's pretty cool. What's going on? So yeah, I had actually a couple of interesting ideas on how to... Oh, that was close. On how to Um, I I can't explain it, but in game design terms. But the player's horizon, the things you're looking forward to, the things you're working towards, the things that determine your strategy. And yeah, there's nothing fixed, but that's where the game is lacking the most. And there are a couple of ways to improve that. I mean, it will, of course, everything will stay in the vision of the game, so I won't start adding flying aliens. But there are smaller and larger ways in which you can improve that. And I think I'll start with the smaller ones, which basically means things that span parts of the run and not the whole run, or even multiple runs. Should be meta progression. But yeah, I'll start adding a couple of smaller ones. And also what I think would improve the game massively is better monster abilities. And by better I mean having abilities that you can call abilities. That have a cooldown, that have a charge up and a cooldown, so that yeah, you get a warning period, and if you don't react or you decide to take it, then you take the attack or whatever comes. But you will have a chance to react. And those abilities should, of course, not only impact the player, but the other entities as well, as far as possible. And that would, I think, improve gameplay a lot. So generally, I'm more leaning towards improving the game in small incremental steps, and then well, that's actually like how I program. You make a mess with many small things, and then in the end you look at things that fit together and you make a system on top of that, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there's no way I can make this game good by designing it top down. That's just not how it works. Because everything influences everything, and it's often more reactive than active. But yeah, so that's also, yeah, I think that's the only way. It'll be small steps, but small steps fast if I don't have to redo the trailer every 3 days. That would be totally fine. I'm not sure how I'll distribute unfinished features. I don't want to have branches in the code, so more inclined to have branches in Steam that have a previous build. So maybe like the 3 previous builds of the game, 3 versions, and I'll just dump everything I have into the newest version, always. That's of course tested and doesn't break anything. But yeah, I think that's how I'll handle it. And I'll revise that approach, of course, as needed. But yeah. So the game code is simple. Features are pretty simple. So I can move pretty fast. And yeah, the only thing bogging me down is testing the game before release. But that's just how it is. That's okay. I could need a potion. Uh-oh. Yeah, so I should have retreated after I had that crate. But that's how it is. Uh-oh. I have a sword. Don't need to go down there. Which is also something that... Ooh. Should change. Well, I could find a shield, of course. It's not worth the risk. Should also be careful about cutting bushes. In case a snake comes out. What is... Do I have food? Yeah. What's this? Okay, that's nothing. Jesus. Okay, a spider stepped into that trap over there. Okay, pacifies the wolves. That's way too early. Yeah, let's make these spider cocoons have more health. So they have 1. Let's give them maybe 5 or something. Or more. 15. It should be between. Let's give them 8. So they'll probably require 2 hits, but okay, that's the way forward. Nice. Come on. Does not want to step into the light. There he goes. Uh-oh. Wrong button. Stupid. I think making the bushes even more dangerous would be pretty cool. Because then this would constrict the play space by a lot. So you have to think more about your maneuvering. What's that? Oh. Come on. Oh, I'm pretty stacked. But I always say that right before dying. Okay. 2 bears, that's diabolical. Come on. Don't have a dagger. Can't you step up? Oh yeah, yeah. We go. Oh. Okay. That was lucky. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, what's up with that spider? Yeah. Oh no. Do I go in there? Probably not. Probably not. Oh. There come the raptors. Snake +1. Oh, shield. Man, my stats are pretty bad. Serious. Oh, I don't have space. Let's remove this and get a dagger. Oh, cost didn't crit. Okay. Thanks. Yes, yes. Okay, that's good. Another key. Okay, the key's over there. Oh no. That was stupid. Come on, one more step. Oh no, my sword is breaking. Forgot about the durability. Yeah. Let's look over there. There's nothing. I'm kind of well equipped. Yeah. That doesn't help me. Oh yeah, it helps me because my sword is almost broken. But I still have the dagger. Let's remove the fang. Which might actually be a really bad idea. Uh-oh. Oh, I leveled up. That was lucky. Let's not go that way. Do I go in there? That brings up another idea. Yeah, I can actually see where I am in the path. With the debug display. hammer. Ooh. Ooh. Wrong item. Of course. Wow, that's diabolical. Maybe the run right there. Oh. Dude. Okay, that's the way. Yeah, I need a potion badly. Oh, thank God. You're kidding me. Are the chests broken? Okay, what's that? No idea what that does. Lessens hunger. Yeah, I'm a bit afraid of these raptors. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I don't have a potion. Oh, I have a potion. So the chests. I think they're actually broken. They should drop something most of the time. Oh no. Oh no. Why didn't I step in there immediately? Could have saved the medicine. Okay, that's good. That is improved health regeneration. I'm not sure why I always move fast when I'm stressed out. I think that's what kills you. Or me at least. Okay, I have a potion. That's good. Let's fight this zombie head on. That went pretty well. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's something. A axe. Yeah, the spear is also at 50%. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here. Shield is at 85. Okay, interesting. What's the kobold doing? Okay. So I'm back on life support. Okay, I'm almost dead. Um, and of course this is an area without boulders. Okay, that was a YOLO. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I think that centipede will straight up kill me. Oh. I lived. Oh no. What do I do? Maybe I can run? Oh. I couldn't run. Alright, I got to 66%. That's 2/3. That's not bad. But yeah, it is hard. But I'm sure I messed up a couple of times. Yeah. Okay. Good. I think that works. Let's look at the chests actually. I don't think they work. 10. Okay, that's way too harsh. Okay. What are the vases at? Vases are 50-50. I thought that was okay. It was pretty hard, but so that's 4 items in it. The rest is zeros. And you pull from that bag. I think that's okay. Let's leave that. But let's make the chests much fairer. They were also at half, and I also always pulled a 0. So yeah, let's let's leave them at 7. That's 5 items, 2 blanks. Okay. Message file. Okay. Of course. Do I leave the aggro sounds in? Yeah, why not? Have aggroed enemies make a sound. Okay, what else? Increase. Audio range. that how you say that? Sounds wrong. Increase heroes listening radius. That's sounds much more exciting than it is. So that's probably bad. Like status. Oh yeah, then increase enemy visual. Wait. Aggro radius. Make enemies see further. That's okay. All right. So I have to test this. I can actually build this. Yeah, let me. Oh god, my leg is asleep. Yeah, I can't stand up. I have to wait for it to wake up. So I can actually build this update. But then I'll have to go over to my Windows hard drive and test the game there. So that's the plan. And then I hope it works with the Steam API. Otherwise I'll just revert it. So that will work. But yeah, as I said before, it works totally fine on my setup, on my Windows drive, my Ubuntu drive, this Debian drive. No problems at all with the Steam API integration. So it should just work. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten something. Did I? No, I didn't. Didn't update this. I've forgotten something. Don't think so. Oh, I also have to update the demo build. Don't have to. Let's not forget that. I actually did forget. Make ground darker. Improving legibility. Let me look this up. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Or did I have that? Don't think so. Safe day night, locked weather. Okay. What else? Don't want to forget anything, because I'll use this for the Steam update list and the Reddit post. Will I actually? Yeah, I should be. So let's take these as well. Okay, I have that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm pretty good, I think. Pretty good list. For... Yeah, that's one day. I mean, some of it is just removing stuff, so that doesn't really count. But it's of course just as important. Okay, where did I write all this in my notebook? Somewhere in the middle. Stupid. Okay. Trying to think if I've forgotten something. Because I don't want to do this twice. Even though, I mean, it's not that hard. Yeah, I'm sure I'll forget something, but that's okay. As long as it's not important. But I will see that. Let's add this for good measure. Because I will create a short. I'm streaming. Okay. Good. Version is 27. So that's good. That's already done. I really need to not forget the demo before I push that. Let me write it proper here at the end. Okay. Good. Then let's look at the I mean, this will not compile if I have garbage in here. Okay, let's push this as is. Oh, wait. Make file. So this is 27. Demo version, I'll do that later. Okay, make tag, make push. So that creates a backup. I just tagged all the RCS files with the release. And then let's create the Linux build. We double check the version number, but I'm 99% sure that it's 27, the next one. Going through the Steam labyrinth. And it's, yeah, 27 is in staging. Current version is 26. So let's copy the zip files. Actually, where's the clean? Yeah, that doesn't remove zips, so that's cool. So I can just build the Windows version. And that that gets backupped. And then I have, well, I lost the Linux version. Okay, so I'll have to copy these. Not sure why I put them into downloads, but that's where they all pile up. Not Windows. And yeah, I have this Steam flag because otherwise I couldn't test the game. because if you run the game with the Steam API integration, it automatically opens the Steam version, which I also have on this PC. So you can't test that way. So it's commented out if I don't need it. And yeah, copy. And then I will transfer them to my laptop, because I can't show you the Steam backend. At least that's what I believe. So I'll copy. Let me turn on music. Okay, actually, that is Rangedrifter. Okay, let me get this into the staging branch. Hey Ethan, how's it going? And Linux. Okay. Just a few streams, how's it going? Finishing stuff up. Yeah, I didn't stream the last couple of days as well, so you didn't miss too much. I'm currently building an updated version of the game. And then set this live for staging. And then I'll ship it. Hey, Squint. I'm here too, just arrived. How goes it? Goes well. Goes pretty well. I've just finished packing up an update. I built it and now I'm pushing it to the staging branch. And I'll test it a bit. So that is... What do I have open? I need Steam. Which can take a while. Or beta. Let's push it to beta as well. Let's push staging to beta. V027. Nice amount of sales. Wishlists have gone up nicely. Yeah. Yeah, wishlists have exploded. It's crazy. Hopefully if I have the demo reviewed in a couple of days, some of these folks can decide if the game is for them or not. Okay, is it on... Yeah, it's on the beta branch. Staging and beta. And that should be what I just compiled. And no, it's not. That's sad. Weather hawk is hot as heck over by you. It's hot, yeah, but it's okay. It's 30 degrees Celsius, so it's warm, yeah, but still livable. And my house is still cold from the winter, so it's pretty cool. Okay, is it now the correct one? Yes. Yeah. Just about bearable here. Is it a heat wave in whole of Europe? I've been I've been under a rock for so long. I have no idea what's going on. $33, okay, that's crazy. Hasn't been this hot in a while, yeah. And it kind of came out of nowhere here. Our AC in the car doesn't work anymore. So it wasn't a fun ride. Oh yeah, okay. I get that. But I've fond memories of car rides in the heat with all the windows down. Yeah, we had all of ours done, but it was mostly just warm air. Yeah, that's how it works. It's actually, yeah, probably worse than just having windows shut. But of course, if your car was standing in the sun, then that's hardcore. If you have a black car in the sun, that's yeah, that's horrible. Okay, beta and staging. So yeah, the beta branch is public. So what I'm playing right now is the beta branch. So everyone can check that out if you want to. I mean, it won't be beta long because I'll push this later to the main branch, but yeah. Red car struggled to park in shade, and when we did, it made zero difference even though it was parked there for ages. Okay, crazy. Yeah, I mean, we get these temperatures every year, so it's not that abnormal here. If it goes to 36, 38, that's crazy. But yeah, 30s is not that hot. Quite hot in Ireland as well. We're getting 23 degrees, which doesn't sound bad, but we usually have very high humidity. Ooh. Yeah, that's... Yep, I'm in Wales. Humidity just as bad. Ooh. My brother and family are in Germany. They find the summers there unbearable. In Germany, really? I mean, I kind of like the summers. But yeah, I mean, if I also grew up here. So. Family's in Karlsruhe. Okay, so that's not that far from me. But oh yeah, Karlsruhe is near the Rhine. What's it? Rhine Delta, Rhine Basin. That's super hot over there. Yeah, that's hotter than here. So yeah, everything along the Rhine River upstream is the hottest place in Germany. So yeah, could very well be unbearable there. We shouldn't complain once it's not raining. I mean, that's yeah, that's it's typical. But I only ever bitch about the winter, so I, for once, am consistent with my bitching. Well, actually not, but yeah, I hate the winter. Rain, ice, and snow take over summer any day, really? Also means I can watch and play ice hockey. Can't wait for August. Hockey starts back again. Oh, the ice hockey was played in Wales. Yeah, I hate summer. Okay, crazy. Fair enough. Don't know why I'm playing with the keyboard. Yeah, it's the keyboard's fault. Actually, while I'm at it, let me compile the demo build and push that as well. And I wonder when they'll review my store page for the demo. Because it's been, I think Thursday when I sent it in. And I should group the changes or order the changes. Hello? Quit. Man, Steam is crazy. It hijacks something. Show what it is. Make edit. Progress. Okay, so I mean, maybe the most important for people is this one. Improve legibility. So the bugs can go down there. And then these. Okay. Status. Clean. Did remove these zip files. Okay. Make debug Steam demo. Yeah, I forgot. Release. Why is that taking so long? Okay. Copy. Okay, and then the same for Windows. Yeah, it's still not through the review. But I still get spam. Came across a couple of occurrences. Not even sure I can call them bugs, but I took screenshots, including the seed and coordinates anyways. I had an item get stuck on a ledge. I found a ledge that appeared as a walkable terrain. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, did you post them in the forum? Or there are two occurrences separated by a comma. I haven't posted them, should I? I mean, if you want to, or you can tell me the seeds, but I'm not sure if I can look them up right now. Because, yeah, they are operating system dependent. How much has sales brought in so far, post-tax, if you don't mind asking? No, sure. It's... What do you mean post-tax? So, yeah, I mean, the calculation is complicated. But, so basically, it took in 1600 around. That's before everything. Then you take off the VAT tax. Then you're left with $1,400. That's all dollars. And of the $1,400, Steam takes 30%. So I'm left with, I think, 800-ish right now. A bit more, I think. Yeah. And there have also been 10 refunds. So, but that's normal, I think. So the refund rate is at 8%, which is normal, what I could find. It's not too bad. Yeah, for a couple of days, that's not bad. I'll just post them for the sake of engagement metrics, if nothing else. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But yeah, it's really crazy how many wish lists the game has gotten in the last week. Or did I? Didn't put in password. Great. Okay, copy. Uh, Uploading the demo. So yeah, I made the demo have just one seed, but and the run is shorter, but there's no turn limit anymore. I think that's fair. No idea. Teamworks, admin. Okay, I need to upload. Did I get these? Yeah. Okay, uploading demo. Notes. Okay. All right, I'll go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Yeah, but I think the game looks much better now with the darker background. I mean, the darker ground textures. And yeah, after I push the update later, I will probably update all the screenshots. And then think about how I'll do that with the trailer. But yeah, that's super annoying. Yeah, but I should get off so I can log into Windows and test the update and then push it out. And I'll probably be back. What's today? Monday? Still? Yeah. Probably Wednesday. Yeah, that's the plan. Alright, I'm gonna take the dog out for a walk. It's much colder and darker out, so he won't melt it with his black fur. That's a good idea. Working from home all week, so I'll probably be able to catch the stream. Awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll then stream in the afternoon. That would be pretty good, I guess. Yeah. All right. Okay, Ethan. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by as well, Squint, and for finding the bug. And yeah, I'll push the update in an hour maybe. All right, guys. Then have a nice evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.